Hi, this is Lee, and I'd like to welcome you to Alcmy Intuitive Arts. I'd like to welcome all of my subscribers. Thank you. And I'd like to say hello to all the new visitors. Hello. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe, like, comment, or share if you like my content. I am your mystic tour guide to take you on a spiritual trip across the galaxy. So if that piques your interest, then climb aboard, punch your ticket, and let's explore the universe together.
Welcome to Alcmy Intuitive Arts for entertainment only. Use your discernment, all rights reserved. Everyone is welcome. To no harm. Join our community. Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about the snake. So, I had an incident happen last week, and it was related to snakes. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I went shopping and I was looking at the Halloween stuff. All the Halloween things are out, and I was, of course, checking out Halloween because it's a fun time of year. And the first thing that caught my eye was like this black soap dispenser with this golden snake wrapped around it. And I thought, oh, that would be so cool in the bathroom. Maybe I should get that. And so then I thought, well, that would be a great DIY. I could just get a soap dispenser, and then I could go to the store and find one of those rubber snakes that kind of curl around, and I could spray paint that gold and spray paint a soap dispenser black. And then I could, E6000 it together and make my own. And it reminded me of this ashtray that my parents had when I was a kid. And it was this rattlesnake. It was a coiled up rattlesnake. And of course it had the little shakers on the end. And it looked like a real rattlesnake, but it was really just a replica of a real rattlesnake. But it looked quite real. Anyways, I didn't think much about that. I just thought, oh, this is a cool DIY. And then I was on my way for my jog, which is what I just finished doing today. And I'm at the park, and I am jogging down the path, and all of a sudden this really brightly colored blue and black snake just goes, slithering across the way, and it was really twisting and turning really fast and speeding across it, and I almost stepped on it, and I kind of, gasped. This time I didn't scream, but I jumped to the side. And I was like, wow, I've been jogging in this park for years, and I've been all throughout the county, and I've never seen a snake with this color on it, with this bright blue turquoise color. So if you know what kind of snake that is, put it in the comments below. Or if you want to just show your interest in the video, put a snake or a heart comment. Anyways, so I thought, okay, I continued on with my jog, and then it reminded me of the other snake that I had seen just like the day before. And I thought, whoa, did I like manifest that snake? Like, what the heck is going on? This is that was like overnight kind of a thing where that snake popped up. And so it's kind of thinking about that. And then I thought, well, in my world, in the spiritual world, in the shamanistic thought, that animals are considered to be messengers. And so anytime an animal crosses my path like that, I'm always looking up the meaning and trying to figure out what is going on. I was kind of deep in thought during my jog about what does this mean? You know, a snake, is this a caution, or what does this snake mean to me? And at that time, I viewed it as an omen, like something to be concerned about or something to be warned about. So I began to think about it like that. And snakes represent transformation. A snake's spirit animal is a powerful symbol of transformation. It also helps you look at your shadow side. They represent like looking at your shadow side. They can also represent the venom or the shadow side in other people as well. I took that as a thing to be cautionary about. Then it was like, I think the next evening that I saw a third snake image. And I think that snake image was on YouTube, and it was on a video that I was watching on YouTube. And so I said, okay, I believe that things occur in threes. Not always animal messages occur in threes, but this time the snake image came 3 times in 1 week. So that really made me sit up and take this snake omen seriously. Then as I proceeded into the end of the week, I had a situation pop up in my life where somebody that I had given my trust to had betrayed my trust. And I found out about this in the most surprising way, a way that was really super unexpected. And I was really, really hurt. I was very, very upset. And I was fighting back and forth with myself. In this moment, I had to really have some introspection, not only about the other person, but about myself. So I had to take it to the Most High. I had to take it to God and say, okay, God, what is the best path forward in this situation? Because I was clearly being given signs that something was amiss. Something, the way that this snake was just turning and twisting and turning and twisting, it almost felt like there was mixed messages. Maybe somebody was going back and forth between themselves. Maybe I was going back and forth between myself. I took it to God. I took it to the Most High as to how to deal with this problem. And I'm not going to go into the problem because it doesn't serve the message. The message is this. we can oftentimes blame other people, and yes, they are responsible for these things, but we are also responsible, and nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody in the collective is perfect. We are not perfect beings. We are all here for lessons, and we should take our lessons without shame. Don't let anybody shame you. Don't let anybody make you feel stupid, or because you trusted somebody that you're dumb. Don't allow their sneers or defamation or laugh or whatever it is to harm you. Because if you have done something with positive intent and you were betrayed, then that is your lesson to pick up about yourself, and that is their lesson to pick up about themselves. And whether or not they can learn that lesson, or whether or not they can't or won't learn that lesson, is entirely up to them, and that's called free will. It's also a lesson to plug into nature and to be aware of the signs that nature is giving you. I am a deep believer in animal medicine. There's some really cool cards called I think it's animal medicine cards. It teaches you about the knowledge behind the different animals. You can ask AI, etc. Oftentimes in my life, I have received messages from all types of animals, from birds, a lot of messages from birds, from coyotes, from foxes, from snakes, from moths, even insects give messages. Weather, even, in my opinion, can give messages. Nature's process and the natural process of nature is always giving us messages, and it's up to you to plug in to that spiritual meaning. There's lots of meaning in spiritual terms that are given by animals. This time for me, it was the snake. So with that said, peace, love, and thank you.